morning, it is a brand new day. I wanted to talk about assertiveness and how I've noticed that over these last few weeks I started to become more assertive. I didn't notice it until yesterday, but yeah, yesterday something very interesting happened. I had a very interesting experience. So basically, for the last few months I've had two mobile plans, right? I've had my phone plan, which is only $15 a month. It was the cheapest plan that I could find, which basically, I mean, that's because I have a dumb phone, right? I only call and text. $15 a month, cheapest plan I could find, great. But you know, I live most of my time in the caravan, so I need some form of internet in there, and I need some data, all right, which I use a mobile hotspot for. So because of that, I went with another company, Telstra, Australia's largest telecom provider for those of you overseas. I got one of their $25 plans, which gives you 30 gigabytes of data, right? So overall, $40 a month. You know, it's not bad. It's still cheaper compared to what a lot of people get just for their phone plan. But I'm someone, I don't like spending unnecessary money, and if I can find a better way, you know, I'll do it, alright? If it helps me to, you know, save money, all of that. Wow, look at this, man. It is really misty today. It really is. It's, yeah, it was scorching hot yesterday. It was, yeah, over 35 degrees Celsius, and now it's down to about 10 degrees. So, yeah, massive drop in temperature overnight. And you can see, look how the sunrise looks with all that mist. That is, man, I love mist. I really do, because I'm not used to it from where I came from. It's really cool. But anyway, getting back to the story. So yeah, anyway, I recently found a different phone plan that basically it was only $25 a month, right? Because I was on the cheapest $15 plan, and they only gave you, because it's the cheapest plan, they only gave you 3 gigabytes of data, right? Which is nothing. But for my dumb phone, that was enough. Just because it was the cheapest plan, I got it. But I found a $25 phone plan that gives you 35 gigabytes of data. So I cancelled my my phone plan, the $15 one, and I got the $25 plan, because then I get 35 gigabytes of data. And I do have a dumb phone, but it does have hotspotting capability, right? So yeah, I decided, you know what, I'll just get that plan, $25, cancel my other plan, and then I've saved $15 a month, and I get overall I get more data than I had paying $40. And so, you know, it's a good bargain. And that way I also have only, well, it is, yeah, it is, the sun is shining in your eyes now. Damn, I don't have my sunglasses with me. Right, there we go. The good thing is there's no one really driving on these roads, so I don't have to worry. Damn, look at this. This is, wow, this is beautiful. It really is. Yeah, anyway, I'm just going to go on with the story. So I wanted to cancel my Telstra mobile data plan, which I use a hotspot device for in the caravan. Yeah, that wasn't so easy to cancel, right? It wasn't that easy. You know, I logged on and I was like, oh yeah, let's just find the cancel button, click cancel, that's it. But they don't have a fucking cancel button. And when a company doesn't do that, you know that you're in for a bit of a rough ride, as they say. So the only way to cancel on there was to literally contact one of their customer sales people and say, hey, I want to cancel. So I did that, and yeah, I was already dreading it. I was like, oh shit, no, here we go. You know, they're gonna try and convince you to stay and throw all these curveballs at you, which is what happened. You know, like, oh yeah, what do you need help with? I'm like, yeah, I want to cancel. And they're like, oh yeah, can you tell me why you want to cancel? And to my surprise, you know what my reaction was to that? My reaction was, no, I don't want to tell you why. I want you to cancel my service promptly. Thank you. So I was just like that. I was, that's not usually how I am. Like before, when I was more passive, I would be like, oh yeah, this is why. And I was just essentially trying to make up some excuse. And I was like, no, I don't owe them an explanation. I mean, I've been a paying customer for several months here. And, you know, I have a right to cancel anytime I want without telling them any reason why. I don't owe them any explanation. I don't owe them anything. I'm a paying customer here. I've been paying them to give me a service, and it's like when I no longer want the service, shouldn't have to tell them why. I mean, all right, they can ask why. Sure, they can do that, but you know, that's not what I wanted to do. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, and they were like, oh, okay, we can go and cancel. And you know, that was really surprising to me because, you know, like I've in the past I've always been afraid to, I guess, in a sense, stand up for myself and be assertive and just say, yeah, this is what I want. And you know, it worked. And so yeah, basically suddenly from that point their tone completely changed, right? Yeah, the woman I was speaking with, her tone completely suddenly changed, because before she was more like wishy-washy, yeah, can you tell me why you want to cancel, and how was your service, all of that. And yeah, suddenly it's like, oh yeah, all good, I can totally respect that. Oh yeah, and actually, yeah, then afterwards, because I don't have my phone plan with, you know, Telstra, at the end, then she sort of said, oh yeah, I'm canceling it for you. I'm canceling it for you now. Afterwards, after that's done, do you mind if we ask you about your phone plan, because we noticed that it's not with Telstra? And I was like, no, I've made my decision. I don't care to discuss it. Thank you. So, you know, I'm remaining polite, but I'm being very assertive. I'm being very specific. Like, I've decided what I want. I've made my decision, and I'm sticking by, you know, what I've chosen. And they're like, okay, I do respect that. That's okay. So yeah, that happened. They cancelled the service, all of that, and everything else went smoothly. So that's just an example, man. It really is an example of just stand in your space, stand up for yourself, be assertive. And you know, I'm really proud of myself for that, because I was really dreading it. And yeah, this is just an exercise where I noticed that, you know, I am changing. I really am changing. And I think that's also about you know, really growing into a man. You know, manhood from boyhood, essentially. There's no real, I guess, steps, rite of passage into society, so we're really left to figure things out for ourselves. But well, I would say one of the most important things is just gaining a sense of self-confidence, knowing what you want, and just going out there and getting it. So yeah, you know, the plan's cancelled. I save $15 a month now. Great. Yeah, I mean, mobile hotspotting for data in the caravan, I mean, it's a rural area, the connection's not the best, really is quite slow at times. In the future, I do want to get Starlink, but that's not going to happen for a while, because I'm currently also renting in the town. I'm renting a place with my mum. That's basically where we moved when we moved to this town. My dad still lives back on the Gold Coast where we came from, but he does still come over on weekends. So that's really the place that is being rented at the moment. But if that, I won't be there for too much longer. In a few months, you know, the lease will expire, and yeah, we're not going to renew it, and it's going to go. And then I'm going to be moving into the caravan, where I won't have to pay you know, that rent anymore. And because of that, I'm planning on getting some Starlink for internet, which will be much better. So yeah, be assertive, you know, just stand in your own space and just know what you want and get after it, man. That's what you gotta do. Ciao.